What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. So I can't lie to you, your man the YB been caught lacking on this AJ versus Ngannou situation, in as much as I had the fight penciled down as Saturday. I swear down, I was like, yeah, it's one of them Saturday ones, 2-2s. Genuinely nearly missed it. I'm not really too plugged into social media, so if I hadn't known from some Donny at the gym today putting me on, I'd have properly blown it. So yeah. It's tonight, Friday. This prediction video is late, but I mean, these odds, I can't lie to you, man. I am down bad. The YB net worth right now is legitimately probably what? Minus about 2 bags. Legit, I'm going 100% down bad. But nonetheless, yeah, down 2 bags net worth. But still, he found a way to put 20 on. You got to double down. Double or quits, right? Double or quits, 100%. Ngannou's fixing to put the YB back on. So he put $20 on, about 3.5 to 1, or 4.5 decimal, which means you put a tenner on, you get 45 quid back for Ngannou to win. I'm sorry, yeah. I see this fight as 50-50 legitimately. We saw Fury versus Ngannou was 50-50. Ngannou since then, from what we're seeing publicly, his confidence going exponentially to the moon. You know what I mean? I'm feeling that. He was too cautious in the Fury fight, but it was his first fight. Now he knows, and he's said as much. He's vocalised the fact that now he knows he's got the gas tank. He knows he can compete with the best. And that confidence for an already confident man. This is a guy who was mining sand in the back arse of Cameroon or wherever it was. To have that confidence to believe you can leave the plantation and essentially take on one of the biggest sports in the world, the UFC, and dominate that. To get extra confidence, do you understand? A man that confident, to get extra confidence. I've had my first fight, I've had my first event in a sport, in a new sport, and I've smoked the best guy. Boxes, I mean, Ngannou was outboxing Fury, and he was outpunching him, fact. Fury was hitting Ngannou with all the same shots he was hitting the basketball player Wilder with. Oops. The shots bounced off. And Ngannou's kind of Promethean nanotech skin was just unblemished. Fury's face was all punched up. Fact, Ngannou's face unblemished. So, yeah, I see Ngannou going from strength to strength. Now, what makes it interesting is the fact that, I mean, if AJ had a look like he did with Hellenius against Wallin, it would be a wrap, people. Yeah, it would be a wrap. AJ wouldn't have a chance. The fact AJ may be back makes this intriguing. But, again, this fight for me is at the worst 64. I mean, I think it's 50-50. I've got it 50-50. So to see odds at 4.5 or 3.5 to 1, it's ridiculous. I don't know what people are smoking. I really don't. We know Fury's a trickier boxer than AJ. And Fury was hit. Usyk was hitting AJ all over the place. Ngannou's bigger, stronger, and he's not a bad boxer. Also, as I said in my other video yesterday, Ngannou hasn't shown he knows how to lose yet. That for me is priceless. I want to bet on a man who doesn't know how to lose. I want to bet a man who is actually mining sand in Cameroon. You see that one there? That is old school yardie, people. Yeah? That is old school 1755 Calvin Candy cotton picking. I'm bet more time. If I have to bet on a new age 2024 zesty dude, or some Donny from the 1700s picking cotton for Calvin Candy, you best believe I'm picking the cotton picker. They were hard men back then. Sunrise to sundown, you picking that cotton. Back-breaking work. Fact. Yeah, and for all intents and purposes, Francias Ngannou was the new age cotton picker. He in the sand is caning. How do you even mine sand? Do you know what I mean? That's nuts. That's hard work. So I'm sorry. I'm betting on a dude who's AJ. He like one of them new ones, like all of us are. He kind of been brought over here. We've had it good, right? None of us were mining sand. AJ in Watford somewhere, right? There's no struggle in Watford. Ngannou really about it. He really has struggled. For him, punching some dude up ain't really much of a struggle. Yeah. Working every hour God can send in the blistering heat for $1 a day, that's hard work. 100%. And AJ himself has shown outside the ring his head's a bit gone. He's said things like, oh, I'm in it for the money and I'm here to milk the game. And that's not a good look, people. Yeah? Because people like that When it gets tough, they're looking for the exits. I'm only here. Look at McGregor with Habib. Yeah, McGregor versus Habib. McGregor in there politicking. Oh man, we're friends. It's only business. It's only business, Habib. It's just business. You know what I mean? Politicking. Before the fight, you're giving it all this, that, the other, and your wife wears a bin bag, and next thing you know, McGregor, what happened to your wife wears a bin bag? Where the bar's gone? Oh, it's just business. What? You was telling us that his wife got a bin bag on. What Muktapa should have been doing, if he stood on his business, was telling Habib, hey, yo, your bin bag wife looking ass ain't do nothing. He weren't saying that. Oh, man. Had Muktapa sounding all Mexican. Politicking. You understand? That's whack. My point, these money guys who talk a lot, or anytime money gets into things, they lose their head. Ngannou, for me, seems pretty solid. And I'm betting on someone who doesn't know how to lose, who's been picking cotton, and who's on the up. We can't see an Ngannou fight and say he's peaked yet. We can see an AJ fight and say he's peaked. Is he, in terms of career trajectories, it ebbs and flows, right? Right now, there's no way AJ's at the peak. AJ's most likely somewhere here. He's been down bad, down here somewhere after the Usyk kind of fights, and he's peaked a bit here. He's nowhere near his peak. Whereas Ngannou's curve for the sport, it started, we don't know where he is, and it's just gone straight up, vertical line in his first fight. I'm betting on someone who's still going up. Buy the trend, people. So yeah. But that's the fascinating thing about sport. Who knows what happens? That's why we tune in and watch. Now, one kind of, not throwaway, but one kind of thing that's been put out there is that the reason that AJ is so heavily favoured, which I can't lie, I'm shocked about. I'm genuinely shocked. I can't understand how he's such a heavy favourite. I don't know what they're, do you know what I mean? I'm not sure. I'm not really, I just don't get it. What have people, maybe I don't know boxing though. Do you know what I mean? One of them. But listen. Like, everyone thought Ngannou versus Fury was a 10-1, 20-1 fight. Ngannou went in there and won that fight, right? How can Ngannou come out of that fight and people think AJ is a similar kind of favourite, 5-1 or 3-1, 4-1? I just don't really, I think there's a bit of a disrespect. However, there's coin to be made. There's no way. There's just no, I can't see it, people. I really can't. But equally, we know the YB's betting record says otherwise. Yeah? Whenever things don't make sense, like these odds, inevitably, the favourite comes through. 100%. Anytime I see some odds like 4-1 and I think, oh, that's ridiculous, don't make no sense. Guess what? It ends up making perfect sense at the end. So, listen, I'm down bad. I put the coin up. A lot of these cats that jump on a like Hatman jump on a he says a bit of left, a bit of right, a bit up, a bit of down, and then after the fight he says, oh, I told you. Well, no, you didn't. You put every single permutation of events that could happen in the history of the world, and then you said you told us so. No, you didn't. The YB told you. The YB coin backed his opinion. I got Ngannou 4.5-ish to 1, 3.5-ish to 1 to beat AJ. Oops. In fact, let's dig into the KO part of things as well. And I'm not trying to push gambling here. Like, don't do it for the most part, unless you've got money to burn. And even then, you probably shouldn't. But still, I find it fun. Clearly, I do. I find it fun to lose money I haven't got. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them ones. Ngannou by decision at 30-1. That is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. What? Joshua by decision at 3-1. Ngannou by decision at 28-1. You man are smoke in the dark, for sure. You man are for the top boy. You got 2 dark, 1 light. That's a fact. Whoever made these odds, 28-1, they offer 2 dark and a light. No doubt. Yeah? That's what it is. 28, I don't know. People, Ngannou nearly outboxed Fury. Everyone pretty much agrees Fury's a better boxer, broadly, than AJ is. He's slicker, he's quicker, he hasn't got much power, but, he's one of them. Most people accept that. So to be told that Ngannou's 28, I think that's a punt as well. You know what? I'm going to put 2 quid in now. I'm going to put 2 quid in. I'm going to put 2 quid in and put that onto the 30-1 odds for Ngannou 1 points. That's what I'm fixing to do right now. Is there a limit? I bet they got a 5 pagan limit. Is it a pagan limit? £2. Is £2 work? Oh, minimum deposit of £5. Oh, the YB down bad right now. Put another £5. And the problem is, yeah, when you upload money to these things, like, oh, allow it. You've seen a security number and whatnot, but yeah, when you put your, I've been baited up. I think I baited my whole operation up with a card number. But yeah, what was I gonna say? When you put a £5 in and you want to only do £2, you know for a fact you're going to end up spending the whole £5. I never once leave £3 in an account, for example. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. So they know that £5 is gone. I'm never going to leave it at that. We got Ngannou and we got Zhang as well. That's another fight I need to talk about, actually. But you know what? I'll come back and do that separately. But yeah. In fact, you know what? Let me do it in one big video because time's running out, kind of thing. One of them ones. Yeah, so people are saying the reason the odds are this wide for AJ is the fact that, let's get the coin on now. Ngannou by decision, 28-1 or 27-1. Should we put a £5 on? Bun it. I'm feeling, you know what I mean? I'm down bad right now. Listen, people, it gets to a point where you're so down bad, it don't matter no more. Like an extra fiver don't make a difference. I'm negative anyway, right? It's not my money, it's the bank. You know what's there? Not my money, 100%. Yeah. I'm gambling with them. Essentially, banks, I'm gambling with your money, man, and I'm paying 30% of your interest on it. Oops. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some return. I'm trying to get some ROI in this situation right now. But yeah, Ngannou at 28-1 on points. That just seems stupid to me. Ngannou could have beat Fury on points, right? So I'm sorry to be told it's 30-1. I just don't believe it. I'd say Ngannou on points is pretty likely, to be honest. 4-1 maybe. That's how I feel. It's certainly not 30-1. And I'm taking some. I'll have a little piece of that too. So yeah, I don't see no value in the AJ odds. AJ by decision is, I mean, that's a good punt as well, actually. AJ by decision is 2.8-1. So you put a tenner on, you get 38 quid back in total. That's not bad, is it? I don't see AJ ain't knocking no one out, that's for sure. I just don't believe that. I don't. I'm sorry. Ngannou to knock AJ out at 4-1, 4.5-1. But I don't like doing them ones. I like Ngannou to win, because AJ's been stopped before. Mr. Blobby stopped him. Usyk had him moving mad. Do you know what I mean? So it can be done. Vlad knocked him down, and I think Ngannou's it's one of them. But yeah, interesting. I'm intrigued to see how the fight goes. Again, I keep forgetting to finish. People keep saying, oh, the reason the odds are wide for AJ is because he can outbox Ngannou. A lot of people are telling me AJ's going to go in there on his kind of Andy Ruiz 2 tip and be politicking in there all political looking. Now, I just think Ngannou is too. He's not a dope. He's not a Ruiz. He's not a big Mr. Blobby 400-pound plodder. He can actually box. That's the truth. Don't get me wrong. His Instagram Reels footage from before the fight did not show any evidence he could box a lick. I thought it was a joke. I thought this fight was going to look worse than Fury versus Raw 3. It turns out Duke can box, and really box. He had head movement, timing, speed, and that's only going to double down through his camp. So, can AJ outbox? I mean, is AJ that much of a great outbox? Who is AJ outbox? AJ was outboxing Pulev, but it didn't look that clean, did it? I wasn't that impressed with it. Who's he out? Okay, he outboxed Ruiz, who come in 300 pounds and couldn't move a lick of his feet. Who else? Couldn't outbox Usyk. And even when he fights people like Hellenius, he's not outboxing them. It was boring. Okay, he scored a knockout, but it was boring, right? Now, the Wallin fight was like the old AJ. His hands were flying and lighting dude up. If that AJ's back, anything's possible. I'm not going to bet on it, though. Certainly not at you put a tenner on and you get £13 back. Who here is betting on you put a tenner down to get 13 quid back on AJ? The last time I did that was in Usyk 1. I put a bag down. Oops. Yeah? So I don't know. Listen, we know where the YB's coin is. The YB's coin is on Ngannou. So AJ going to win in devastating fashion. That's where the reason history is leading to. If anyone analysed the YB's betting resume, it would be indicating right now AJ is going to score a storming Norman KO within 2-3 rounds. However, I can't lie to myself. Just because I know I'm going to get bumped, just because I know the Cabal are going to bump the YB coin somehow, it don't mean I can deny what's in front of my face. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to think that AJ is he put a tenner on and get 13 quid back favourite. That's ridiculous. That don't make no... I don't know. Maybe I don't know the game. Maybe I don't. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, and like up the bell 100%. No doubt about it.